Okay, guys, you ready? We're gonna paint the butterfly, right? And this is a version of a monarch butterfly. These aren't the exact veins of a butterfly, but they're similar. But they get so tiny that would be too hard for us to paint, so they're just bigger. And we're gonna start off nice, and we're gonna paint the background first. And then we're gonna paint these little windows, and we're gonna learn how to blend, right? And then we want them to be 3 versions of a color, of bright, medium, dark, to make it 3D. And if you notice, all of them are brightest closest to her heart, like they're all pointing towards her heart. Bright, 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 bright. And then the darkest are all near the bottoms, near the edges, right? That one's the tops and these are the bottoms. So that we can make it look like she's glowing from the inside. And we're gonna do it really slow. The first one, it's so slow, it's annoying. Then we get faster, faster, faster until you're doing 4 at a time. Okay, but we're on a learning curve, right? Which means it starts off tick, 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 right? And gets really easier. So we're just gonna give our brains permission to go slow and then catch up with the understanding. So I have 2 versions of the same painting, right? This has way more paint, but let me show the texture. So this one, can you see the texture? It's like little feathery, and it's using the itty bitty baby paintbrush and just using the tip, kind of the side of the paintbrush too. So it's like that, like the side of the paintbrush. And then this one is using the same colors, but I blended them with your finger. So if you like finger painting and you're not afraid, because it washes off. If you're not afraid, you go, oh, I'm going to mix right there where yellow touches orange, wiggly, wiggly. Right there where pink touches orange, wiggly, wiggly. Make a little bridge between the 2 colors with your finger. It's fun, right? But it changes the texture to more like tie-dye, right? And then this one, because the paintbrush is so tiny and your wiggles are so tiny, it has a different texture. That's the only difference. Okay, so the same painting, different texture. And I'm okay with both, and I'll remind you to try it with your finger and with a paintbrush, and then you decide which you think is nicer. If you go, oh, I hate that completely, switch the paintbrush, right? Try it. Oh, look at my painting. So this is what our painting looks like to start, and it's like, what? At least we have, so when you do art, it's the shape, color, and texture. So we have the shape. The shape is done. So now it's about the color, and then I'm showing you the different textures that we're going to do. And then this is the color wheel. You guys know the color wheel, right? Here's turquoise. That's our background, right? Who's directly across to make it look like, right? It's right here. Directly across from turquoise is a contrast color, an opposite color. Turquoise to orange. So that's why our brain goes, what? When it sees those next to each other. Okay. So we're going to put the turquoise on there first. So we need to find our cup of turquoise paint. So you could just open, and then you can scooch all your paints out of the way. So you just have this one handy. We can switch them around, right? And we just open it. Ooh, smells like paint. I always do that. And then this big fluffy paintbrush. This big paintbrush is literally just for the background, so it can push and pull the paint around easy, right? But we're going to paint the background, but I want to protect my butterfly first. So we're going to outline the butterfly with the turquoise paint with our big, oh, sorry. Let's pause and review. I kicked my painting. We have 3 paintbrushes, right? Big, this is for background, and then we're just going to leave it on the table, and it will probably just dry with paint on it. And then once it has dried paint on it, you can't really save them because they turn to plastic. And then we have this big square one. This big square one is for the black, but doing the big areas of black, otherwise it would take too long with the teeny tiny paintbrush trying to put all this black all day. It would be annoying. So then I gave you this bigger one to push and pull the black around, right? Don't need that big one for the black. Okay, and then itty bitty paintbrush, it does all the windows, and when you go to draw the lines, it's the exact thickness of the lines. Very handy. Okay, and when we paint, you know how with crayons and markers and color pencils, you go wiggly, 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 because each time you make a wiggle, it makes one line of color come out. And so you're going like this, trying to get color come out. Well, paint is so thick, you push paint like this and pull it this way like that. It's so thick, like peanut butter or frosting or something. So we're going to use that pushing paint. You know how a bulldozer pushes the sand like this? And then on either side, there'd be a pile of sand. We're going to use that. So here's my big paintbrush, and we're going to outline with paint. So I'm going to get paint, but as soon as I touch the canvas, my paintbrush opens. And then I'm not going to stare at the whole paintbrush. I actually sneak up and let one hair of the paintbrush touch the Sharpie and go push. One hair is touching like that. We're going to make a nice outline first around the whole butterfly. Okay, that was a lot of talking. Now we get to have fun. Okay, so I just stab my turquoise paint, and it's runnier than normal paint, so it's going to try to fall off your paintbrush. But I just stab it like this, stab. What? Like that, stab. And then I'm going to smash like this. Watch me, everybody watch. I'll do it close. So I'm going to go like this, and I go smash. Right? Look at it open, huge. And then I sneak up one hair is touching. Now I can push. And I keep pushing till the paint turns dry. And do I scribble trying to get more paint out? No. As soon as it turns dry, I just poke my paint and go smash and sneak up. One hair is touching the here, whoa, and I just stare at it and I'm pushing. Do I wiggle my paint? No, we'll do that when we fill it all in. Right now, I want a nice, perfect outline. And I am teaching you something that is important when we do the black. So we're practicing with our big paintbrush for when we use the black paint, right? So don't be like, oh, forget her, I'm doing it my way. Well, I'm just trying to teach your brain something we use later. Okay, and did you prove it to yourself? Did that totally work? Did you outline with one hair of a paintbrush? I know that totally works. So now I just, my table's behind me, so it's awkward, but I go poke, and now I'm going to outline the whole thing. So I always go above it, smash, and then sneak down, whoop, like that. Because you know how paint's like kind of a blob? So if I blob above something, it won't drip. Does that make sense? So I kind of land above it, smash, and sneak. I sneak down, scooch, and then smash, and then sneak up to it. There I go. And what if you get a little bit of turquoise in it where the black's supposed to be? Do you think black will cover up the turquoise? Yes, right? So we just want a nice protective barrier for our butterfly. Poke! And then it's just, I have to slow down when I get in the middle, go around things. I just slow down. There it is. Ooh, it's actually easier to pull down. I'm going to pull down, smash. There. Oh, glob. If you have a glob, look at this trying to drip right there. What the heck? Just smush it down. Put there. And your paintbrush is like a sponge too. So if you just stab at something, it'll pick it up, a big blob. Okay, now I gotta keep going. Who's beating me? Yeah? Okay, now I'm gonna go down the other side. Smash. Push. And then it turns dry. Should I scribble? No, just get more. It's right there in your cup. Poke. It's a perfect, smooth line is what I'm after because I'm practicing for when I do black. So you're like, okay, lady, whatever, but there's a reason. And then, ooh, I did that too dry. That is completely see-through right there. I'm going to put more. Poke. It's hard to go around her little thorax. There. Oops, I got it on the black part. Oh, well. I did beat you. Hey, I just got paint on my phone. That's super fun. Don't worry, it'll come off. I'll put my phone farther away. Okay, who has a good outline? Did you prove it to yourself that that is a good technique for protecting the butterfly nice and smooth? Now what are we going to do? What? Just turquoise the whole rest of it? Yeah, but look how protected the butterfly is. Now when I scribbly up and down, side to side, can I hurt my butterfly? No, I have a whole 2 fingers away from my butterfly. So I just poke my paint, and now I can scribbly. Push and shove and push and pull, push and shove. Oh, I got a hair on there. This is how you get rid of hairs. So I'm going to use the bristles from the paintbrush and just go scoop, and it sticks to these bristles so that I can pull it off. There. Okay. Because the paintbrushes are new. Okay, smush me. Well, you're going to be like annoyed, but as we paint and it starts to dry, you're going to notice that some parts of your painting are more turquoise than others. You know you're not making a mistake. It's when we go and get paint, it's a lot. And then as you push it around, it gets thinner and thinner and you start to run out of paint, but you keep going like this. There's like, no, what? It's all invisibly, right? So these parts, we're just going to have to paint twice. No worries. We could put a second layer on it, right? Who wants to paint their sides? You can paint your sides. Just don't be all perfect about it. Just scribbly. And then smush, mash, push and shove. And then when I have to get somewhere small, I just slow down. Uh-oh, a drip. Got it. Listen, is that enough paint? No. It's paint is slippery. So I know if it's making a scratchy sound, there's not enough paint on my paintbrush. Should be slippery. More paint, poke. I win. Who beat me? What? Did you beat me? No, you just keep going then. So am I better at this than you because I was faster? No, it's because I've done it before. So I've already know how to do this, so my brain's not slowing down and being all careful about it. My brain's like, who cares? And it just does it because I've done it before. And it's just because I practiced. I've done it. Like if you were to paint this same painting tomorrow, you'll be way faster and it'll be so much easier because you would have done it once already. But it's way more exciting to do things for the first time. Your heart races a little, your brain's going super fast. Learning stuff is just a thrill. When you get bored in life and get kind of angry, learn something new. You'll get your heart racing again and you'll be like, what? I gotta learn something. I'm bored. I mean, when you're old and you're not in school anymore. Right now, your brain's highly entertained. Oh, see, it's starting to dry. Can I stop and show you guys something? So mine's starting to dry and a whole bunch of white stuff is showing through. Can you see that? It's because there's reflection. Trying to get the, but anyway, it's kind of see-through-y. So should I just leave it like that? Looking bad? No, I'm going to paint it 2 times. But do I have to repaint the outline I did? No, because we put it on so thick when we outlined it. But maybe in the scribbly areas, like white is coming through. What the heck? It's not you. It's because sometimes the paint goes on thick and sometimes the paint goes on thin. So we just get more paint and put one other layer on. Oh, that's so much smoother the second time. It goes on way nicer. That's cool. It's a deep turquoise now. Oh yeah, another layer. That looks good. Oh, and I'm kind of smooth. Question?
Yeah, no, I was just going to tell you that our students, they're still running a little behind. They're on the half of the paint. They're not even.
Oh, okay. If I could see, if you can put the camera behind somebody, I could pace myself better. Yeah, just anybody. Yes, that's way better because in my mind, everybody's exactly where I am. Okay, that helps me a lot. Remember, how much paint do you get at a time? Stab your paint and get way more. I see that some people are doing it very delicate. This is thick paint, not watercolor. So you just stab your paint like this. You want to see? Watch me. Stab! And then how much paint does it get? A ton. And then I push and pull the paint all smooth. Delicate? Just get more paint. And then smush and smash and smush and smash. Way smoother. Oh, there's another one. Starts to dry. You can tell it's dry because it's not shiny anymore. And I can tell. Another layer right there. Oh, there's another one. Boop, boop. So acrylic paint is liquid plastic. You know, like acrylic nails are plastic nails. So acrylic means plastic. So as it dries, it turns flat, not shiny, right? Unless you buy the shiny paint. And then so it will evaporate. It will dry with the air. The air takes away all of our moisture, right? So we know that's true. So sometimes we're kind of in a hurry to paint. Okay, so everybody is almost done. Remember, you outline first and then paint it in. And then get your paint right underneath your painting, maybe even hold it. So you're gonna go stab, paint, stab, paint. So we use a lot of paint with acrylic paint. Not a little bit, a lot. And then smushy, smashy. And do a nice, perfect outline, and then scribbly, scribbly. Outline your butterfly to protect your butterfly, and then put lots of paint, not a tiny poke of paint. Stab! So how many times did I say that? A lot. Right? Don't be afraid of your paint. Once you do it and you say, oh, I get it, super thick and smooth, way smarter. Like peanut butter, how thin do you put peanut butter? Some of you are trying to put butter, melted butter, all thin. No, thick. Frosting. Smooth. That helps me so much being able to see where everybody's at. Thank you. And then sometimes I miss the edges, so I might feel a little scribbly around, making sure I don't want any white things. Oh, and definitely down here, because I've tried to protect my easel. The easel can get painted. Don't be scared. Remember how we do a nice smooth edge? We go smash and then sneak down and let one hair touch the butterfly. That's an outline, right? And then do we just go in one direction, or we push and pull and push and pull? And you put 2 layers. Can you see that it starts to dry and change colors? And then you might just put a second layer. Just what? I can see through it right there. And then if you're done, just rest and chillax. Say bye, white outline, anything in the background that's white. Get it! Stab your paint. Smush, mash, mush, mash. Oh, now I can see paint. Oh, that reminds me. This is real paint that doesn't come out. So push up your sleeves. Because sometimes you put your arms down on a napkin or something without meaning to, and it gets on your sweater. See? It's already on my arm, right? And that will wash off my skin super easy, but it won't come out up close. So push up your sleeves. And then your apron catches, you know, if you drop something. I don't know why, but I always get paint on me. In the weirdest places. My shoes, my face, my hair. So who's noticed that? If you use the tip of your paintbrush, it's kind of scratchy. oh, and she kind of scratches the paint off. But if you use the side of the paintbrush, she peanut butters it on like this. Whoa. So here's my explanation. Here's my piece of bread, and here's my butter. Now I'm gonna butter my bread. It's too sharp. But maybe I hold it at an angle so I can use the side of the paintbrush. It's more smooth and it won't scratch your paint off. More the flat side, the smooth side. Try that. And then how much paint do you get at once? A tiny poke? No, stop! And smoosh. Nice resting for those of you who are done. Nice pause. So who thinks it was better when you got a tiny bit of paint, or it was better when you got a lot of paint? Wasn't it smoother and richer color the more paint you use? Keep that in mind when we do our windows. More paint is better. It's more slippery, more smooth, the color's deeper. It blends better, makes new colors. Way better than using a tiny bit of paint. Use a lot of paint and then smush it around. Okay, we should be all done with that, and we'll put our big paintbrush down. For those of you who aren't done yet, please go faster. That was 25 minutes for the background. We want to go a little faster than that. And we just set this on the tablecloth. We don't need to save it for nothing. We're not going to use it for the black or anything. And since we can't wash them in time, they'll just dry. Usually I wash them and everything, but oh well. Okay, great. Now we're going to do our windows. So now we need our itty bitty baby paint. Oh, put the lid on your turquoise. Because when you take this home, you can paint rocks and stuff, right? These are your paints. You could decorate stuff. So now to do our, let's just look at it and see if we can tell by the colors what colors go in the windows. It's white, yellow, orange, pink. You can see those colors, huh? Let's see. So I'm gonna get white, yellow, orange, pink. I'm going to put them in a row just for my brain. And then I open them. Pop. 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 And I can put my lids farther away from me. But as soon as we're done with them, we'll put the lids back on, so don't throw them away. Okay, so now we're going to do the windows, and there's a trick to doing the windows. So when we have 3 or 4 colors, right? White, yellow, orange, pink, but you can't see the lines. That's called blending, right? There's no like line, like a flag between the colors, right? We wouldn't want to see that. That's ridiculous. So we always blend. So when 2 worlds meet, like here's yellow, and then orange meets, we always make a new color where they touch. But you do it with no paint. So you push the yellow into the orange and make yellowy orange, right? So right where they touch. So let's do, it doesn't matter which side you do, because we're doing all of it. Doesn't matter. And because of learning curve, we'll do this one nice and slow. And then we'll go faster, because it will totally make sense to your brain once you get going, right? And we're going to paint it all white, and a lot of white, so that there's no dry spots in it. Fill it with white, and the whiteness will make the other colors brighter and so pretty. So I get my white paint, and I don't care how, this is a tiny paintbrush, and no matter how hard I stab it, it will only get so much paint. So I just go stab and pick up all this white paint. So just go stab, blob, But look, it's not a lot of paint. But I need a lot of paint. So I'm going to outline the inside of my window. Question?
My student is wondering which of the brushes were you using?
Oh, the teeny tiny one. We're going to save the big square, the square one for doing the black.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then how do we outline with paint? We're going to do the inside of this window. So I get a blob of paint, don't care, because I mush it around. But I land inside, and this is going to be white on white, so really hard to see. But I smash my paintbrush, and now I sneak up to the edge and let one hair and push my paint. Look at that. It only lasted 3 fingers, and I have to get more paint. So just stab, more paint, smoosh, then stab, more paint, smoosh. It only lasts like 3 fingers. And then you need more paint. But I stab and I stay inside the window and I go smash because I'd like to save my black paint pen, but I'm just touching it with one hair, just like when we outlined the turquoise. So I just go stab and push and stab and push. Well, that's like, look at the lumps of paint. Should I go back and smooth them? No, they could be there. And remember, who's being delicate? Do not be delicate. And put your paints right in front of you. So you go poke, go, poke, go. To the side is awkward, and sometimes the paint falls off on your way to your painting. Just saying, personal experience. Okay, now I outlined it from the inside white, and you can barely see that. Did you see the lumps? And then I'm going to stab my paint and get a huge scoop of it, like a spoonful. Everybody pause and look up. And I'm going to go and use the side of my paintbrush and squishy, 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 squishy. Lumpy, lumpy, lumpy. Let me get a little tiny bit of yellow so you can see what I'm doing. There. Lumpy, lumpy, lumpy. Pushy, 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 pushy. Oh, it sounded dry. More paint. Slump, lump, lump, lump. Oh my God, I got it on the black. I'm trying to protect the black because you know I won't be able to draw it again. Here, let me use my finger and get it off the black. Scratch. There. As long as it's lighter. There. What do I do with this finger full of paint? I don't know. Wipe it on napkin. But look, how thick is my paint? So thick, it's redonkulous. Oh my God. And then I can smooth it, smooth it. Side. Am I using the tip of my paintbrush right now? No. She will scratch the paint off. Watch this. Scratch. No. I'm using the side of my paintbrush and going blah, 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 blah. Side of my paintbrush. The side is slippery. The tip is pointy. Did you fill it with white paint? Good job. Okay. Now we're going to do a fade. Right? So everybody pause and look up. Right? If you're not done, you need to go faster. So now I'm going to make a yellow section. So everybody pause and look up. Look, it's 3 fingers big. Oh, 3 fingers of yellow, 3 fingers of orange, 3 fingers of pink. Oh, okay. So I can use my fingers like this. 1 finger to measure and 1 finger to put the paint on. But I get a poke. I don't get a stab of yellow. I just need some. So I just walk up to it and I just go and touch. I just touch it. I don't stab it. With the white, I need tons. But with the yellow, just some, right? And then how much paint do you get? I don't know. Everybody will be different. And then how far away from the heart? Here's her heart. We want it most white by her heart, right? And I'm just going to go 3 fingers away and just wipe it off like this. Everybody pause and look up, right? Watch this. There. I just dropped it off. I did like a booger and I want it off my finger. Blit. And then should I do anything to it? No, I just dropped it off. Okay, now we're going to go like this. So everybody pause and look up. Even if you're doing something else, I'm going to go like this and try to fade it. So don't paint. Watch me. Stop painting. Look up. Stop painting. So I put the yellow. Everybody pause and watch this. Don't paint. I see you painting. Stop. Thank you. So I'm going to go little tiny scribbles, and it's going to be a row of scribbles about as big as a finger. And then the next row is going to be less yellow. then yes, less yellow, then less yellow, and I'm going to try to run out of yellow. So watch this. I'm just going to push it down a little bit. Push, 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 push it, 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 push it. Very yellow. So that's my dark yellow. Now I need to make medium. So I cut this in half. I touch only the bottom and what's left on my paintbrush and push, 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 push. Oh, that's medium. Now I'm going to go even lower. And go lower. It's even lighter. And then I do a row underneath. It's even lighter. And then under that, it's pure white. So how many color values is that? Very yellow, medium, light, white. Yay! Now you do it. Just do one window. We'll do slow for one window, and then we go faster for the other ones. Because we're trying to, if I just use words and you don't do it, then you don't understand it, right? So do I go back up to the top and try to push it down again? No, one time. So it's very yellow, and that's a very yellow row. And then I scratch the bottom of it and yank it down another row and another row and another row until it's all gone. I'm trying to run out of yellow. That's the magic. So it's very yellow, not very yellow, running out, all gone. So do I do big scribbles like this? No, little row, little row, little row, little row. Who wants to try their finger? This is when you do your finger too. So I do scribble, and then I push it down another row, and push it down even farther, and push it down. It's just a different texture, right? Okay, now everybody watch me do the orange, okay? So should I keep touching that? What happens if I keep touching that? What color will it be? One version of yellow. So boring. Look, I did not stop. Everybody look. I went scribble, scribble, scribble until I get all the way to the very end. I don't stop. Because what if I drop off 1 micron of yellow way down here? It gently fades. It never comes to a stop. Okay, now 3 fingers above that, I'm going to get orange. And how much orange do I need? What? One little poke. Poke. That's all I need. Poke. Little poke. Like that. And then I drop it off 3 fingers above the yellow. So I just go, wee. How come 3 fingers? I don't know. Because it's basically 3 fingers, 3 fingers, 3 fingers. And then what do I do with that? I'm going to try to get it to run out. Watch me. Everybody watch. Don't do yours yet. Watch me. Don't watch. Okay, so I go scribbly. And I'm going to actually fall down inside orange. What color is that going to make? I mean, in yellow. So now it made baby yellow, orange. And less. Maybe I shouldn't stop. I'm totally running out of orange. Should I stop? No, don't stop. Look, watch me. I'm not stopping. What if I do? Oh, looks like a sunrise. I'm going all the way to her heart again. I'm running out. I'm running out. Oh, dark, medium, light, lighter, lighter. And look at those little blobby. And I have interesting texture. Wait, let me do it with my finger. Just to see. Whoa, and I go row lower, 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 lower. That's a tie-dye texture, and it's smoother and flatter. If you want to try it that way. And then your finger will dry in like 1 second, so you don't need to worry. And remember, not side to side. We're going little rows, 1 row, then cut that row in half, then cut that row in half, and cut that row in half. Hurry, hurry, do the orange. And then how many times do we do the yellow? 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, done. Now we do the same thing with orange, except for it's longer. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm trying to run out of orange on purpose. And then when you run out, it's super faded and disappearing and misty-like. But what if I keep going back up to the orange and keep doing it over and over? It's just going to move the orange all over, and it just is orange. We could have just stirred them together in the cup, right? So remember, it's not side to side. It's up and down, pointing towards our heart. Point towards our heart. There we go. And then don't keep pulling on the orange. We just do it row, 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 then stop. 1 time. You should only do it 1 time, and then move on to the next color. Okay, now it's last. Pink! Okay, because pink and orange is the best color ever. I don't know. It's like a missile pop. But how much pink do I need? And I go, I just need how much? A little poke, right? Because I'm going to try to run out. So too much, I would never run out, right? So I just go and poke, just some. And I'm going to put it all the way at the tippy corner. It's like a little rainbow. Woo! And then I'm going to push that down. How many rows? I don't know, like 6 rows. Little wiggles. 1. And then I cut that pink in half. And then I cut the pink in half again. Now I'm going to start touching the orange. And pink and orange are going to make a new color. And then I go a row lower. Oh, pink and orange are touching. So pretty. And then that's as far, because orange just eats up the pink really fast. So you can't go much farther, right? You just don't want to see a line. There's not a line where orange and pink mix because I ran out of the pink and orange ate it all up. On purpose. And these colors, you're like, mine's not as dark as hers. Well, let me tell you a secret. Remember when we got it all wet with white? White dries clear like Elmer's glue. So when this dries, it'll dry darker. The colors will be much darker when it dries because the white will disappear. So the white was almost like putting down wet water so we can scribble it and it would stay wet longer and scribble better. And make new colors better. Does that make sense? It won't make sense till we do it twice, right? The first time you're like, what? So let me tell you about group dynamics. Whoever is the most dominant personality in the class sets the pace for the room, right? So if everybody's copying one person and watching them do it, they won't do the next step until that person does the next step. So try to ignore your neighbors and do your own thing. Do not look to the side. And what if it's acting dry? If it's acting dry, your white paint's already dry. So it's making this ugly, scratchy texture. Put a little bit more white and then they will do the blendy. You're like, what? It's not moving. It's all dry and ugly because it's the white evaporated while we were busy. So then, what if we just put more white next time, knowing that we need the white paint for the slipperiness to make new colors? Then we just go, well, I just put more white next time. We don't get mad. We just adjust, right? So who thinks they understand it good? Right? So that was the first time you did blending where it disappeared. And Miss Marina, I don't know what classroom that is. So I see in somebody's room that somebody has stripes of color that aren't blended in. It just literally looks like a stripe of color, and they did not move their colors around. So blend the colors into each other. Yep, those should all disappear into each other. Like they go down, and they all become kind of one color. Yes, and you just kind of let them be friends with each other a little bit. So who felt like that made sense? Probably not. Oh, I have an echo. Can you mute yourself again, Miss Mariana? I read it better. Yeah. Can you mute it? Thank you. Okay, now here's my paintbrush and it's all filthy, so you have to lick it off. No, we just get a paper towel. That's my favorite joke. Okay, so I just get a paper towel and I just go like this, and I don't rub it like this. It'll make all her hair stick out. I just give her a little pinch, and all the color comes out in your paper towel. There's just a little bit of color in my paintbrush, but not enough to hurt anything. So now if we do another one, who thinks they're going to put more white this time? Right? Like my paint was all dry and it didn't mix and make anything new. Well, because it just dried too fast, right? Well, let's put a little bit more. So when I'm telling you to be very generous and almost lumpy, do it, right? I've done this before. You could trust me. Okay, now how about we do this side? This one. It'll be the same, 3 fingers, 3 fingers, 3 fingers, white, yellow, orange, pink, right? That makes sense. Over there. So I go, all right. So and then what if I get some color comes through? I'm painting it all. I don't care. So how much white? Stop! I don't even care how much white I get, right? And now I'm going to outline it. So I go like this and I'm inside. And I just want to protect my black. So I go from the inside, I go smash. And 1, and I push. Do I wiggle? No, I'm a bulldozer. Push the paint. Hey, I got so much paint. That lasted a whole hand long. That was way better. Way more paint. Better. Okay, stab again. Stab! Oh my God, I got a scoop like it was a spoon. I don't care. I just land inside and go smash. And then let my paintbrush open and push. Hey! That was also way better and thicker. I am scooping my white paint then. I'm just going to poke it. I'm going to scoop it. Because how do you smooth it down anyway? We just scribble and smooth down the white paint like it's nothing. So, but I really want a nice outline. Why? Because I want to protect my black paint. And if I get white on the black paint, I just use my finger. Swipe! Get it off. Just so it's like, see, I painted on mine. But because I wiped it off, I can still sort of see it. Okay, now I'm going to fill it in. I get a scoop. Look at mine's trying to drip. That's how much I got. And I'm going to mush it around inside. Squish, 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 squish. Who's going to use more white paint this time? I know you are. Because this was rough draft. This was like learning curve. This is the ugliest one you'll make, the first one, because it was your first one. So will this next one be better? Because this is Earth. And how do you learn stuff on Earth? By doing it. So the whole time I was talking and you were trying to do it, you're like, what? What? And now that you've done it, your brain's like, oh, I know it's going to happen. Okay, I get it. It's all wet and I can tell that it's all wet because it's all shiny inside the window. And I used the light in the room to see that it, yeah, it's shiny. I didn't, oh wait. Okay, there. Okay. I had a not shiny spot. Okay, now I'm going to do yellow. Who knows how to do it already? You only did it once and your brain already knows how? I know. So I get, because you have a good human brain that learns by doing. If you watched me paint, would you be a good painter and a good blender? No. You only learn by doing on Earth. When the teacher shows you math, do you learn math? When do you actually learn the math? When you do it. So now I'm going to get yellow. I just go poke. I just need some. And I just go, oh, where does it go? 3 fingers from her heart. Right? Oh, okay. And wipe. I just wiped it off like a boogie. And it's all slippery and still wet, so it's gonna make the softest, babyest yellow by the time I get to her heart. And you don't have to clean your paintbrush between colors. All these colors are friends. I would tell you if you had to clean your paintbrush. Okay, now I'm gonna scooch this. And I do it up and down because I want to get closer to her heart. So I start, and how big is it? Then a little row is about a finger big, right? So I just go, scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. That's my darkest yellow. Now I'm going to cut that in half and push it down another row. And I go, push, 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 push. Oh, it's even lighter. And I cut that in half. Cut, cut, cut. Oh, and then I got to her heart. So it's dark yellow, medium yellow, lightest yellow, white. And because you've done it before, you're going to stop touching it. Because what happens if you keep touching it? You just get one version of yellow. It's very boring. Nobody likes it. Nobody's interested. So you're like, oh, stop mixing the color and give it permission to run out. half of it, half of it, half of it till you run out. And then you stop and then you rest. Oops, I got some on my black. Let me get it with my finger. Swipe. Okay. I just don't want to have to draw it again. Who thought that was way easier? I know, because your brain's like, I know what's going to happen. Okay, how about orange? 3 fingers of yellow. And then above that, 3 fingers. Oh, I touched my painting. And then I get orange. How much orange? Just a poke. Oh! Orange is very dark, like a red. She has a lot of pigment in her. So I go 3 fingers above, and I just go and swipe. And let's see, this one, let's see how far, like a sunrise. See if we can't get it from dark orange all the way to invisible. It'll be like 7 rows. That's what it was last time, so I'm guessing. I don't know if it's really true. So this is my darkest row. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. Dark. And then cut that in half. Scribbly. Oh, it already mixes with the white. Like a sherbet color. Like it. And then half of that. My favorite part is mixing colors. Here it goes. It's almost going to touch the yellow and change colors. Oh, and then the next row is even lighter. Yeah. Oh, it's changing. It's disappearing. I'm not going to go back and get more orange. I'm trying to run out. Oh, some showed up. It must have been in my paintbrush. I don't know. I didn't try to do that. It suddenly turned orange. A piece of glob must have jumped on my painting. Huh? Okay. Who likes that texture? That looks really good. I like it looks feathery and it's not perfectly smooth. But if you're a person who loves it perfectly smooth, this tiny paintbrush, because she's pointing, won't let it be smooth. So then you can use your flat finger, the flat part of your finger, and go, la, 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 very orange, not very orange, running out, running out, running out. Flat, oh, there, back to her heart. But look at how orange my starting spot is. Nice. Nice! My favorite part is making colors, because now I get to make pink orange. I don't know what color pink orange is. Red orange? I don't know. She's awesome. Okay, so now how much pink do I need? A poke? So I just go poke. And everybody's amount will be different depending on how hard you poke with your paintbrush. But I'm going to put, look, it's still shiny. I know my white's still there because she's shiny. And I just put it in the corner like a rainbow. Woo! Ah. And that's going to be my most pink corner. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. Oh, look at her mix with the white. It's got really cool white and pink stripes. Neat texture. And that's going to darken when it dries. I like it. And then I'm going to, just with what's left of my paintbrush and half of this little pink, I'm going to push it down another row. And who notices how soft you do it when you're blending? It is so soft. Like, you push hard when you're smushing paint, then all of a sudden you do it really soft when you're just blending. And then I'm going to cut that pink in half. And here I get closer to the orange. Orange and pink. The best orange. Oh, look, I got little strings of white in there. I'm not even mushing that down. That looks like a highlight, like I planned it. And I'm checking. There's no lines where my colors touch. Every time they touch, they like turn into a new color. New colors disappear into another color. Who thinks that one was better? Did that make more sense to your brain? I know, right? And then who has lines? Everybody look up. Do you have a line where this color stops and the other color starts? Use your finger with no paint on it and just sneak up to where those two colors touch and go scribbly, 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 and they will disappear and make a little bridge between the two worlds. Put the pink and the orange and the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange, and it will disappear. Don't worry. So now that we've done 2 of them, do you know how to do the entire painting? No, not the black part, but all the windows. Except the only thing that changes is how big our sections are. Like this one can't be 3 fingers, 3 fingers. They don't, maybe 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, right? And how about these? These are pink on the bottom, so you have to go up more like a fire flame. It looks really good. But it's 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. It only works 3 fingers on these big ones. Does that make sense? Okay, so pick any window on the top, not the bottom ones. I want to show you the bottom ones together. Pick any one. And then we always push towards what? The heart is the whitest part, and the pinks are always on the endsies. Right? So who feels like you understand it and you don't need my help anymore? I know, right? Because once your brain does something on Earth, because you have a good human brain, your brain goes, I get it. And then you're on your own, right? That's called mastery. First, you have to be shown something. Then you go, oh, I did it. Now I understand it. And then you can do it by yourself. So I will still keep talking because it's what teachers do. But if you feel like you could do this by yourself, then you don't even wait for me and you just go ahead. You don't need me. You just go. So now I'm going to go, okay, I just pick a window. So I'm going to do this one for me. You pick any one you want. But look, it's little. This one will be 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. I always measure because I tend to do it in half and then I don't leave any room for pink. So I always do a little so I can make sure I do a third, a third, a third. Right? Okay, so I got to fill it in white. So I stab my white paint. Stab. I mean, you're going to do this so often, you're going to get bored of it. You're going to be so good at this. You're like, this is so boring because I already know how. That's how good you're going to get at this. Okay, so this is like an ice cream cone shape. So I land inside the ice cream cone shape, smash, and then outline it from the inside. Let one hair touch the sharp. Oh, I got all the way around without stopping. Phew! I must have stabbed a lot of paint. Nice. Squish. Can you see the shininess of it? And then, now how do you fill it in? Just stab your white, scoop it like a spoon, and then smushy, 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 inside, inside, inside. And then I use the light to make sure it's all shiny, because white on white is kind of a trick. You can't even tell if you painted it unless it's just shiny. Okay, there. Wait, let me see. There's my beauty light over there. I'm making sure it's shiny. Usually I have my up light on. Awesome. Okay, 2 fingers. I'm going to keep doing it. But if you know how, don't wait for me. You just go. This is something that you can master very quickly and then just enjoy the process and decorate and make more colors. Now I'm going to get my yellow poop. And where do I drop it off at? 2 fingers from the bottom. Whoop. And then push it down how? Scribbly, 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 scribbly. I do this class with kindergartners and they love it too and they're able to do it. Because once you understand it, your brain's like, yeah, dark, medium, light. And by the time I get to the bottom of the ice cream cone, it turns white. And I don't go back and help it blend more because I don't want to. Because I can't wait to do the next color. Now I get orange. Pook. Where does she go? 2 fingers above her. Swipe. I just drop it off so I could play with it. And then I turn her into a scribbly row. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. Oh, there was still yellow in my paintbrush. Oh, I made a pretty color. And then I push that down. But I keep going. No stoppies. I'm going to try to run out of orange. And I get lower and lower. Disappearing. All done. And then I get a poke of pink. I put it at the top, whoosh, which could be very dark because look how small amount that is of pink. Small window, la 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 la, but I get to make orangey pink. Uh-oh, I came to a stop. I'm going to use my finger with no paint on it and help that blend where orange and pink meet. There, I helped that line disappear. There was a line where orange and pink meet. And then look how come this one looks brighter than this one? Because this one's more dry. This one's dry already. And did the colors darken when it dries? Yes. The white paint turned clear like Elmer's glue. So this one looks brighter, but only because it's wet. Can you find another one? Remember, you just keep going. Ignore me. You just play, play, play. Remember, we go white first, then yellow, then orange, and then pink at the top. So now I'm going to get white. I'm I'm going to fill in this one, and I land inside because I cannot cover up the black. How come? I won't be able to remember where those black lines are if I cover them up. So I make sure that they're still there. So I land inside, smash, and push from inside. That one hair barely touched the black Sharpie. And then I scoop my white paint to fill it in. And how come we're going so much faster now? Because you already know how. And we push towards our heart, and try to run out of paint and never go back to the top and get more. We're trying to run out. It disappears, right? So now, oh, it's all wet and white in there. There it is. It's all wet, right? You see my fingers all wet. Now I'm going to get yellow, poke. And how big? 2 fingers. Swipe. And then I make a little wriggly row out of that wiggly row. And then I cut that in half and push it down inside the white, and the white eats up my yellow. And then, the white eats up my yellow. I thought I said that wrong. And then it disappears and disappears until it's pure white. It's all white. It feels like that one was better. Did the white stay wet longer so you could make new colors? Right? Wetting it with a white paint is what makes the surface slippery so you can make new colors. Now I'm going to get orange, poke, and go, oh, I did not give myself enough room. Look, that doesn't work. Oh well, I'll do it one finger. Oops, I was too generous with the yellow. Whoosh, there, I just did it one finger away. Whatever, so it's very orange, dark orange. Then lighter orange, and now yellow's eating my orange. Lighter, disappearing, misty, invisible. Stop. I like it when it disappears. It turns to nothing. Because I know stopsies. And then I can get a poke of pink. Swoosh. Now it's, oh, I can't wait till I make orangey pink. The best. And I feel like there's still a line, so I'm going to use my finger. No paint on my finger. It's dry. And I just let it, okay, there. I need to make that line. Okay, there. Shop. There. Otherwise it looks like a flag. Like the 2 colors just touch. Like a flag doesn't look good. Okay, who's beating me? I have 4 done. You're all jealous of me. Am I better because I'm faster? No. Just done it before. So my brain isn't wondering the whole time, it's just doing. You're watching and being like, what? My colors are changing. It's the best. And remember, if 2 colors touch, they land on top of each other with a straight line. Scribble between the 2 lines like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And those will disappear. The line will disappear with your finger. Like that. Or a clean paintbrush will also do it. Oh, somebody's beating me. Look at you. All right then. Oh, I better hurry up then. What? Okay, I have this one. Well, this one's long. 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2. No, 3 fingers, 3. Yeah, 3 fingers. Okay, so I'm going to fill it in with white. Stab my white, stab. Oh, I like to get a lot of paint because it just lasts longer when I'm doing the bulldozer push thing. So I land inside, smash. Sneak up, barely touching the black with 1 hair. Woo, turn the corner, push. Oh, ran out of paint. More paint, step. Land inside, sneak down. Oh, how come I'm doing such a good job outlining? I worry about losing my black line. As long as I see it a little bit, right? And then it's fill it in with white. Stab. Scribbly. It feels like they really understand it now. After how many windows? Right? I call them windows because they remind me of stained glass, like at a church. So I always call them windows because they look like stained glass. Love? Because look, when we outline them with black, it looks like stained glass. That's why I say that too, because it looks good. Once you put the black on there and the high contrast, your brain's like, what? It looks so good. Okay, now I'm going to get my yellow poke. 3 fingers from her heart. I just go swipe. But I push towards her heart, not up and down. I just go push, push, side to side and push it towards her heart. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. And cut that one in half, and that one in half, and that one in half. Ooh. Each one you do gets easier and faster. How come? Because you're getting better at this. And you're letting the paints just be how they be, and you don't feel like you have to keep touching them. You're like, I like how that looks. I'm stopping. And then you look at it and you're like, nice. Okay, now I'm going to get orange book. Okay, 2 fingers away. Swipe. I go push, 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 push. Push. Cut that one in half. Cut that one in half. No, oh, I touched yellow. Should I stop right there? No. Then I'd have this weird line. No stoppies. I keep going. Whoops. I used the wrong side of my paintbrush. Pushing closer, closer, closer. Running out, running out. Soft, 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 soft. So I have neat texture. Now I get pink, pink. Whoosh. Ooh, there is still orange in my paintbrush when I got that pink. I think I love that color right there. I feel lucky. Ooh, now it's very pink. Not very pink, running out of pink, pink and orange. And then sometimes I have to use my finger to blend where they touch because it refuses. Okay, there. All right. I have 5 done. What? That person is beating me. Almost done. Oh! Wait for me so I can show you the bottom ones. Okay, I'll go faster. You guys are like too good at this. Probably because it makes sense to your brain. You have a good brain. Okay, so now I can do these ones. If I did these ones, I have proof I know how to do this. So when I do those, am I going to think so hard? And no. Easier, faster, funner. The only time I clean my paintbrush is when I go to get white, right? And I just give my paintbrush a little pinch so I can get white, so I don't get my white all dirty. So I just get white and I go, stab! I like a lot of paint. Okay, which one should I pick? The ice cream cone in the corner? Smush. Real. Boosh, boosh. And then I ran out. Stab. Who's getting good at outlining? How did you learn that so fast? I know, right? Stab my white paint, and then I just squish it in there. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Because who cares how the white looks? Because we decorate over it anyway. And then look at your turquoise. Is your turquoise not shiny anymore and dry? Do you have any white parts that you don't like? I think my white parts look like clouds. But if you want to touch those up before your paintbrush dries all the way, you can go and go, oh, white showing right there. Get it? Get it? Okay, there. Oh. Okay, I found another one. Okay, now I'm going to put, all right, before my white dries, I better finish that corner. Okay, now I'm going to get a poke of white, poke. That's too much, that's too much white look. I mean, too much yellow. I got to get that off my paintbrush. I wasn't really watching. It was way too much. Okay. Whoosh. And then scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Nice. Who's getting a good fade? A nice blend. I know. And then the finger trick to make it smooth. I see you didn't look so good. Okay, and then orange poke. Whoosh. Oh, I went into the area that's going to be black. I don't even care because black can cover up anything. Okay. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Then the next row. You know what reminds me of these colors? Do you guys know a Missile Pop? Those ice creams, those long ice creams, popsicles you eat in the summer. They're yellow, pink, and orange. Yum! I don't know what flavor they are though. I put my pink in the corner. Now I get to make orangey pink. Very pink. Pink and orange mixed together. Smooth it with my finger. Neat. I like the tie-dye texture my finger makes. Cool. Every time I put a new one on there, I'm always surprised at how much lighter it is than the dry ones. But that's what paint does. Because it floats on the white paint. Okay. Oh. Pinch. I made a little butterfly on my napkin by going pinch. Okay. Now I'm going to get white paint. Do this one. Who's beating me? I'm looking. Oh, fast. Nice. You guys are fearless now. Look at you go. Great. Smash, push. Decorating because you understand it. Then let your mind relax and just watch it happen. Because your inside voice, she's critical, right? She's finding fault in what you're doing. Then eventually the little voice, mine's a girl, will quiet and will just watch, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm going to ruin it. I'm going to ruin it. And finally, when you understand it, your brain finally shushes and just enjoys. It's her job to help you improve, to criticize everything you do. But sometimes she's just rude. Mine is rude voice. Okay, now two fingers. This one's little, mine's little, so 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Okay, little polka yellow. I like that you guys are ignoring me. You just go. Look at you, how good you're doing. Okay, swoosh. Nice, you're so confident. And then scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. I like when the confidence shows up and you just trust yourself. You've earned that skill and you just go. Oh, look at that one. Looks like flowers. You put that thing on your head. Plastic on your head, you silly goose. Okay, now I'm going to put my orange. And now I cut it in half, right? But do I stop right there? That looks bad. No, I keep going and going. And it's disappearing. Lighter. Oh. Do you think you could do the same trick with color crayons and color pencils? Not markers. They're just 2 dominant colors. But I think with color pencils, definitely. Crayons, they're mostly wax, right? They don't have very much color in them, so that's harder. But colored pencils, for sure. You can make colors disappear inside of each other and overlap each other. You could totally do this. That would be fun to just see if it's true later. Wonder what would happen if. Hey, who's going to use the colors later at home and paint some rocks, put butterflies on rocks? You could totally do this with other colors if you have any at home too. The dollar stores has the cutest little kits now of colors and those little cups. I saw them there. Okay, I have one left at the top. Am I beating you? Some of you look totally bored because I'm going too fast. I mean, going too slow. I'm going too slow for you? What? Who wants to start using their fingers instead of a paintbrush? Could you do this whole thing with your fingers? Let me show you the texture again. Some of you look bored because it's too tiny for you. Do you want to do it with your finger like this? So you can use more paint and scribble it with your finger? Look at you walk around and show off all those colors. Good job. You could just go like this and do the little blending thing with your finger. The texture, doing it with your finger, is more stimulating. I have one more. I'm going to get white paint. Stab! Outline it from the inside. Whee! Stab the white. Always make it slippery with the white first, so the colors will disappear and become real slippery. Look at everybody's colors. Look how good you're doing. I'm going to hurry and get to the bottom ones because you guys are totally beating me, and I want to show you the bottom ones. So I'm going to do this one really fast. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to do it because I don't want you to do the bottom ones without me showing you my tricks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's because you guys are speedy, and I was watching everybody and trying to pace myself based on who, not the fastest person, but the medium person in the room. There. Okay, so everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, I just want to show you the bottom ones, right? So here's the bottom ones. Flames. They look like fire, which is awesome. But it goes, I fill it with white, and I can do 4 at a time. It's so much faster. I fill it with white, fill it with white, fill it with white, fill it with white. Yellow, 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 orange, 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 like that, right? But it's like this. I want to show you one slow. Okay, so I get my white, but the only difference is we're pushing up now, or we're pushing down now, okay? I just want to show you this. So I go from inside. It's upside down from the top ones. And go stab, more white. And then these are only like 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Oops, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Like, so I get the white, yellow, and I go poke, and whoosh. I didn't get enough. There, whoosh. So it's but I'm pushing up, 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 up. Because where's the brightest? Her heart, right? And then I'm gonna get a little poke of orange. And I put it here, but I'm pushing up, up, up. Well, that's not enough orange. Look at this nothing orange I put. Psh! Try again. Poke. I must have barely touched it. Psh! I don't get mad, huh? I just do better. And I push up, 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 up with my orange. Up, 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 like fire! Fire! Looks so good. Just like fire. And then, where's the red? The pink. I put her down here. Whoosh! But I push up. So it could be fire-like. So good, right? And then my finger, because I always feel like I don't blend where orange and pink mix good enough. Little finger. And I like my texture. I'm getting more comfortable having lumpy, interesting, rough texture. I don't feel like I have to keep playing with it. Clean my paintbrush. Okay, now that I showed you one, can I show you doing 4 at a time? So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 at a time. So I'm going to stab. I just go from inside, and I'm protecting my black. Then fill it in, and then stab the white. Whoosh. Get it all wet with the white. Get more paint. Whoosh. There. Now all 3 are wet with white. And did I put the white on delicate? No, no, not when I filled it in. Only when I did the inside line. Right? And then I get the yellow, and I can go yellow, yellow, yellow. Push it up, 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 yellow, 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 yellow. I'm going up. And then I was a little rough with the yellow, like really squiggly, but don't I go back over it with orange and smooth it anyway? I do, so I'm not scared. So I get orange poke. Orange, orange, orange. I just drop them off like little dashes. And And then I can go up, 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 up. Disappear, 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 disappear. The best. I like it when it disappears and turns into mist. And I'm doing it soft. I don't have to push very hard with my paintbrush at all. See how I can do so many at a time? It just makes it easier and faster. And your brain's like, I already understand this. Why would I have to dilly-dally? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And now I'm going to push the pink and then use my finger to blend where the pink and the orange touch. La 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 la, la 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 la, scribbly scribbly. Push the pink and the orange and the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange and the pink. Scratchy scratch. Okay, so I'm going to get my white paint to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to fill them with white. Stab! Am I being gentle with my white paint? No. I just stab and smash inside the circle or an oval. Big long egg. And then smash. Whoosh. And then I get another big stab to fill it in. Fill in her belly. Blitter, 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 blitter. You can make sound effects. It's fun. Stab. Fill it in. And scribbly, 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 scribbly. Remember, I'm just getting the white wet so I can play with the more colors. You don't have to do that nice, because we go back and ruin it and when we put color on it anyway. So, stab my white. Driving from inside. I keep my paintbrush inside the window. Now I'm going to do all 4 yellows at the same time. I know, right? I stab the yellow, stab, and drop it off. 2 fingers from the top. Boop, 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 boop. But I scribble up because it's like fire. So I scribble up, 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 up. Then half of that and half of that, pushing up and pushing up. And then remember, we just ruin yellow anyway when we do orange. So whatever yellow. And then I get a tiny poke of the orange and I go right at the halfway mark, I guess. Woo, woo, woo. Just little dashes like that. Now I'm ready to go up, 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 up. Up, 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 half, less, disappearing. Looks totally like flames. So wicked good. Okay. Up, 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 up. I like watching it disappear and the yellow eating at my orange. Little by little, higher and higher and higher. Gone. The best. Oops, I missed a spot. Get it, get it. Because I'm doing this from the side. It's very awkward. Okay. Now pink. I poke my pink and I put it on the bottom. Now I'm going to make fire. Pink and orange are going to touch. Up, 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 up. And then blend with my finger. Ah! Orange and the pink, pink and the orange. Up, 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 up. Pink and the orange, orange and the pink. Who beat me? What? You almost beat me. I see that you did. I see you almost beat me. Oh, because I'm faster and you're jealous of me, that's all. Aren't you more confident now? Look at you just scribble away and just throw that paint on there. Look at you. Look at how you're not afraid of how much paint to get or how hard to push with your paintbrush. That is how fast your human brain works. As you literally just watch. Oh, showing off the painting again. Just be patient and wait for the black. Nice. Showing it off. You guys are missing it in the other classrooms. You're all jealous, can't see. Hurry, go, go, go. Don't let your paint dry. Remember, the white has to be wet or you can't blendy, blendy. Doesn't it look like fire at the bottom ones because they're going up? So pretty. Look how much you trust yourself. And then you use your finger for a little blendy, blendy and you're like, look Looks so good. Look at my texture. Good job.